Welcome back everybody to the Flatlands SMP. It's been quite a while since you guys have seen this world. It's unfortunate, really. See, the last video I got to upload was episode 2, but I'd actually had episodes through 6 recorded and ready to go. There was a slight technical complication with my computer. You see, it blue screened, and then it stopped turning on. And so I had to send it in to the manufacturer for my warranty. So they fixed it up. I got it back in about, 2, maybe 3 weeks. It worked again. So I had that, did my thing that day, and the next day when I woke up, it was broken again, blue screened again, same problem. And because this all happened, I lost all of my files and all of my programs and whatnot. So I lost about 4 episodes. And not about 4 episodes. I lost 4 episodes of Flatlands, plus 1 episode that was unrecorded. Not unrecorded. That doesn't make sense. I mean one that was unedited. So anyway, I sent it back in again for warranty. This time they paid for the shipping, because the first time I had to pay them 60 bucks. And it didn't work. I didn't pay them 60 bucks. I paid, for shipping. Anyway, I sent it back in a second time. It shows back up here after making it all the way to California, which is where the manufacturer's place is for the repairs, and it's still broken. Apparently that time FedEx, which is what I was shipping it with, left it out in like rain or something, and it melted the label, so the address is, I guess, unreadable. So yeah, and then, so I had to send it back in again. I tried to get a refund at that point, but they wouldn't let me. So I sent it back in again. They promised to do a rebuild, and yeah, that worked for about a day. I should give him some credit. I eventually got it back in December. The computer originally broke down in October, but that's fine. So early October, late December. So I get the thing back in December, and it works. I said about a day. It was really about 3 or 4 days. It gave me just enough time to play Jedi Fallen Order, which is a game that just came out, Star Wars game that I was really excited for. I hadn't been spoiled for the story, so it was pretty great. I completed the main story, and then the next day, it was blue screened once again. So I've spent the past 9 days trying to fix that blue screen, because I really don't want to send it back into them again. But obviously I succeeded in that venture. So I did get to actually fix the computer. God knows how long it's actually going to be fixed. At this point, I mean, for the next, year, I'm not even going to be surprised if it blue screens randomly again. It's been pretty brutal. But out of that boring, serious stuff, there's quite a bit that has changed on the server since you guys last saw it. That is, if you didn't watch the Cakecore group channel stuff, because that had kind of gone over it. I guess I didn't really talk too much about these. So in episode 2 we made the cactus farm, this thing here. That's been pretty useful actually. We've been getting quite a bit of cactus. Mainly I've just been throwing it into this thing, which has created us some bone meal. This isn't all, I've actually been using quite a bit of it. So in the 3rd episode, which never released, this is the actual 3rd episode, I went over to some villages and I got myself some cows and some pigs, and then we used all this bone meal to breed them all up. And then we slaughtered them all and got a bunch of food. Then I built this kind of weird stable thing for them. So if you come in here, we have a nice building, and this is an auto crop farm. The old version where you put slabs here, and then the darkness you could still plant. Well, that didn't work anymore. So I had to come up with some redstone design. I don't know if I actually came up with this or if I found it online or whatever. But it's pretty simple. You place a seed, and then it gets dark, and it still grows, so there's that. And the first layer is cows, and the second layer is pigs. No sheep or chickens, but, that'll come in time. This is a racetrack, but not just any racetrack, because obviously we don't have horses. This is a pig racetrack. We've got a bunch of racer pigs, crispy bacon. We've got Barry Johnson on steroids. That's a classic reference to the Collected All series with me and James. And this is probably my favorite, Ham Solo. It's just, gotta have a Star Wars reference in there, right? So the idea was that I created this obstacle course, pretty plain, we basically flick this lever to start. We're all lined up, and then it goes. We start, and then we build obstacles along the way. So me, James, and PatNat, we're going to do this. So far, I think only myself and PatNat have created obstacles. They aren't very good obstacles. We should probably look back onto this. So we have some fences, some soul sands, some whatnots, and then we have this, which I thought was cool. Got some tripwires going on here, and if you just so happen to be on this unfortunate spot, you might get stuck. So yeah, we got some of this, and then we get another tripwire, which is even more unfortunate. We've also got this, which I think I made this too. I wasn't super proud of it, but the idea is that if you're in the lead, you basically just ensure your victory. Yeah. So yeah, and then PatNat made this part, where also, if you're wondering how the heck we got all of this dirt and grass in this sandy world, it's because there's such thing as farms and grass in villages. But that doesn't explain how we have so much of it, because there's no way I went out hunting for villages, for several hours just to fill it all into a farm over there. Okay, technically I did do that, but it was more for gravel in the nether. So there's this cool trick that you can do in Minecraft that involves hose, gravel, and dirt. So if we take this here, we can craft this into coarse dirt. And now that turned 1 stack of dirt and 1 stack of gravel into 2 stacks of coarse dirt. And if you real quick hoe a piece of dirt, it turns back into a normal dirt. So yeah, that's how we got so much dirt. We basically have duped it all. Now my original plan for this area here, I've encircled it with a giant, beautiful stone circle. I was actually going to fill in all of this with grass, and that would not have worked. Just, yeah, there's way too much. Definitely bit off more than I could chew there. So in the 5th episode, I built this. As you can probably tell by now, James and PatNat haven't really done much in this area. Besides, it's really just been me and that thing over there that Pat built. So take a wild guess what this is. Yeah, this is an iron farm. Let's see if we can see some villagers up there. This took quite a bit of head scratching, especially because I built it up here on the surface level. Because if you look here, we're at Y234, which means that we can't really go into the sky and build this like it's recommended to. Now the fancy thing about this is that we have so much freaking iron because the farm, I think I accidentally built it in the slime chunk, or the slime chunks, the spawn chunks, and didn't realize it, but it works when you're anywhere in the server and also when you're offline. So we have quite a bit of poppies since I built this, a couple months ago, and quite a bit of this trash. So yeah, I decided I can't really fill all this with grass, but eventually we'll get there so that we can just fill it all in with iron blocks and never have to worry about it again. And that's about that. The one unedited episode I made actually was me basically just filling in obstacles in that racetrack, and it involved some shenanigans with using an online browser to locate these 3 slime chunks, and then trying to basically find and kill slimes. So yeah, you're pretty much caught up. Not really much else to discuss. We're not going to be doing anything spectacular in this episode. It's going to be a short one. I just wanted to catch you up on what's going on before my computer inevitably blue screens once again, and the series goes dry. I never wanted this to die. I was seriously into it, and the series would be pretty far along right now if the computer had never died. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode of my Flatlands SMP series. Remember that the Cakecore channel is a group content channel, and all of the Flatlands SMP videos go onto there. I know that James and PatNat made at least 1 video without me while my computer was in the shop, per se. Who knows if it was the first, 3rd time, whatever. Well, I'm going to sign off for now and tend to other matters. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.